Hi, I'm Lizzie Klotz, and today we are going to be doing a seated stretch. So I welcome you to do this from any seat in your home, so maybe a sofa, an office chair, a dining room chair, and you really don't need so much space for this. So to begin, we're going to come into an upright seated position. So you might want to come just that little bit further away from the back of your chair. I think we often find ourselves like this. Today we're going to be just that few inches taller, imagining that a thread of hair is pulling the crown of our skull up towards the ceiling. Our shoulders are back and down, the chest is nice and open, and our feet are planted firmly into the ground. If your feet can't quite reach, I would recommend... Oh, there's a cat. That was Cleo. There's another one, so apologies in advance. If your feet can't quite reach the ground, I suggest maybe finding something to put underneath your feet, like the yellow pages or something similar. So from here, what we're going to do is we're going to drop an ear down to the shoulder, making sure that that shoulder doesn't creep up to meet the ear, but it's back and down. And we should be feeling a lovely stretch along the outside edge of the neck. If you know that you'd like to deepen that stretch, you might like to place the hand on top of the head and just create a small amount of pressure from the weight of that hand to increase the stretch. From here, we're going to turn our nose down to our armpit as if we're giving it a good sniff. And the hand, if we're using it, is on the back of the head now. And the stretch that we're feeling might be a little bit further back. And throughout all of these stretches, I'd like us to continue to breathe. We're not holding our breath. That's Cleo again. Thanks, Cleo. And then rolling our chin to our chest. Bring both hands up to interlace behind the back of the head. And we're making sure that we're still sitting upright whilst we're doing this. And releasing the hands, bringing the head back up to centre. And repeating on the other side. So, ear to shoulder, not bringing that ear up to join it. Chests are open and lifted, and maybe bringing that hand onto the top of the head to deepen the stretch. Breathing. And then rolling the chin down to the armpit, giving it a good sniff. And then rolling down to the centre, interlacing the fingers behind the head, continuing to sit upright, and releasing the hands, coming back up to centre. Good. So we're going to begin to circle the wrists. In one direction, in the other direction. And create a fist, and flex, a fist, and flex, fist, and flex. And from here, taking the other hand to increase the stretch on the underside of the wrist. This is a very good exercise to do if you are working at a desk using a keyboard. And then repeating on the other side. So the arm is straight. Pulling the fingers back. Again, the shoulders are down, sitting upright. There's a theme. And releasing. We're just going to repeat that with our feet. So you might like to have a bit of support from the chair that you're sitting on, circling in one direction. And circling in the other direction. 1 foot at a time, this time repeating on the other side, one direction, and the other direction. And we're going to give it a go. We're going to point our toes and flex our toes, point our toes and flex our toes. Again, point, flex, point, flex. And don't worry, I'm not going to get you to reach towards your feet. We're going to begin to rub our hands together, generating a bit of warmth in between the hands. It's like we are yet again washing our hands, maybe washing the front, the other side. We're warming up our skin. So this one, the other side. And we're going to begin to move up the arm, saying hello to all those bits of skin that we might not normally pay attention to. Up the arm, and hello armpit again. Across the chest, swapping hands, again armpit, waking up, oh, and back to the hands. And we're just going to come to our belly. We're going to rub gently in one direction, and then coming to the back, you can be a bit more vigorous. The back, going down to the hips, outside edges of the legs, thighs, inside thighs. Maybe you can get a bit of the hamstrings in there if you've got enough space. And then down to the shins and the calves. You might want to bring a foot up, down to the foot. Oh, don't be afraid to give it a good rub. And the other side. Good, and coming back. Oh, and we're going to go a bit quicker now. You might feel it in your arms. And in a moment, we're going to place our hands somewhere in our body that we feel needs a little bit of TLC. Bit of love today. 3, 2, 1. You might like to close your eyes. Allowing the breath to settle, to slow down. And with each exhalation, imagining that wherever your hands are placed, the surface below is melting away. You're relaxing more and more with each exhalation. And if the eyes are closed, keeping them closed and just releasing the hands down to the thighs, coming back to that upright seated position. And I challenge you, for the rest of the day, can you maintain this posture? It's okay if you don't. But maybe you'd like the challenge. Regardless, knowing that this moment that you've just spent has been hugely beneficial for your body, and that your body is very grateful. And when you're ready, just blinking the eyes open. Bringing back the room, the day. Brilliant. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you have a great day. See you later.